So we have seen this. So this is the about the. So this is one of the almara, or you can call this as just almara. On that, the doors of almara, two pictures are drawn. Okay, two pictures are painted. So this indicates that Bastille. So how the Bastille was ruined by all the people of France. Bastille is one of the king's palace, and also the kings and also the general assembly. Everything was there. So in that place, finally the peoples are attacked and finally destroyed. So like that, the Germany is also waiting for that. Okay, waiting for a new nation to form the nation. But at that time, so many kings are there. Okay, so that is the meaning for that. Next, we have seen that. Next here, that we have seen here. So this is the map of the Europe. So here, you can see here the different countries. So mainly the France is here. So if you see here, the France. So France is very important country for a nationalism. If you are discussing about the nationalism means France. So France is the first country to start this nation state. And after that, if you see this one, Italy is up to here like this. So at the time, Italy was divided into small states. So number of states are there. So here you can see this is kingdom of two Sicilies. So this is the Sicily Islands. Now present day only this island is called as Sicily. But in those days, this also controlled by the Sicily only. Next here we can see this small states. Okay, and also here Corsica. Corsica is also one of the small island, and also Sardinia. So Sardinia is also one of the island. Okay, so now present day Italy means nothing but just we can see here up to here. This total Italy only, except these islands. Okay. Next, and also, so not only this one, there are so many other small kingdoms are there. So just we are seeing only big kingdoms. Here also is their biggest empire, Austrian Empire. Austria, Hungary, now Hungary was separated, Serbia separated, Bulgaria separated, Romania also separate country, Poland also separate country, Russia also separate country. So Netherlands, next is Switzerland. So apart from this, other countries also is there. So Denmark. Okay, this is Hanover. Hanover is controlled by this Britain, Great Britain. Poland. Now Poland is also separate country. Again here Russia. This Norway is also divided into two countries. So Norway, this is Norway and this is Sweden. Next to Russia. So here also we can see biggest country, one of the, that is Ukraine, and also here Estonia. So many other countries are there. Okay. So, and also here we can see the biggest one, that is Russia. Apart from this, including this one, so here the left side, you can see here the Spain, Portugal, okay, small kingdoms, Ireland, total this is these are the countries present in the Europe, and also here we can see this Iceland, or is also called as Denmark. Modern day it is called as Iceland, the old name is Denmark. Here also we can see one more country now, is Dutch. Dutch is also is there. So the small countries are, so number of small countries are there. Okay. Here. Next step. So just to move forward, I have seen this. So next one, and this also actually here, when this map is there means, so Europe after, so here you can see. Okay, here Europe after the Congress of Vienna 1815. So now listen carefully. What is the things are happened? What is the meaning? So this map belongs to the time of 18 after the revolt, after this great battle was fought in the year 1815. So after 1815 only this map was there. Previously, all these countries are included to this side like this. These all countries are occupied by a single person. So his name is Napoleon. Okay, so Napoleon was there. So how Napoleon is going to occupy this France? Means, so first one, in the year 1792 on 1798, like that, at this time. So Napoleon is also a young person. So Napoleon also participated in the French Revolution. But at the time, he is a soldier. Okay, he also worked under this Louis XVI as a soldier. But later, he also joined the political parties, and he said he has kept one party. It is called as the French Republican Party. French Republican Party. So for this, he has become the head of this party. So he has resigned for the military soldiers in the France under Louis XVI, and then he has kept this party, and he also joined hands with this Jacobins. So Jacobins were there. So he said that he is also one of the person and also one of the revolutionary person in the revolution. So like that, he is having some famous. Later, when the Louis XVI was defeated, so later he is made as a leader for the France. Then after, so here for the French, there is one person was there. So his name is General Assembly member, or it is called a General Assembly. Yes, at the time it is called a General Assembly. Okay, so he is the chairperson for that. Later, he declared himself as the ruler of the France, and finally he abolished the Republican government. So Republican government is abolished by Napoleon after some years. So that was happened around 1800s. So by the year 1800, so completely the France has lost its independence, and complete democracy and republic was completely abolished by the Napoleon. Okay, and here you might have known the name Napoleon. So while he was a childhood, so he is having the dream that to conquer world, and the total world should be present in single ruler. So like that he want to make. Finally, the time was came for the Napoleon. So previously he has worked as a soldier, and later he formed the political party, and finally he has risen to the position of the leader of the France. And when he risen to the leader, so finally he has abolished all the democracy and also the republics, and finally he declared the dictator government. And when he declared dictator government, so why he has declared this dictator government means there are some reasons are there. So what are the reasons means? First thing is to develop country in a faster manner. So if you want to develop the country in a fast manner, so we require a single ruler. Suppose here democracy is there. We are telling that democracy. So democracy is there means what will happen means there will be two parties. So one is the ruling, the next one is the opposition. So what is the drawback in the democracy means ruling party will be there, which is elected by people. Of course, the opposition also elected by people. Schemes they are going to take place by the ruling party. So opposition parties are always objecting for that. Okay, so they are going to object for every development. So that's why the development will be slowed down. Okay, so due to that, so finally what happened means he abolishes these opposition parties. There should be no opposition parties, and finally for that he has declared the dictator government. Dictator government nothing but so there will be single ruler and there will be no opposition party. So then what will happen? Whatever the decisions you take, so that will be implemented in a faster manner, and faster the development will be happening. So that's why Napoleon has declared the dictator government. And when he declared the dictator government, so there is no opposition for him in the France. After that, he has started occupying one by one country. He has built a large army. Okay, large army was built, and also well-trained army was built by the France under Napoleon. And he started waging battles with other small countries. Finally, he has occupied the half of the Europe. So many regions are occupied by the Napoleon. So every time they are called as the Napoleon Wars. Napoleon Wars or Napoleonic Wars. Okay, Napoleonic Wars are fought, and finally, so many regions are occupied by the Napoleon up here. So many regions are occupied under Napoleon. Okay, so up to here was occupied by Napoleon. So he became the largest dictator. Next, finally, what happened means after occupying all these regions, Napoleon has implemented a separate code. This is very important. Code is nothing but it is called as Napoleon Code or Napoleonic Code. Okay, Napoleon Code nothing but so he has abolished many problems faced by the people. So we'll see one by one. So just we'll go. So here, just you can see this one. Yes. So Napoleon Code of 1804. In the year 1804, he has lost this code. Code is nothing but it is like a new law. So a new law was passed.
Disturbance, sir.
Yes, yes. So listen.
Phone number.
Here, it is called as Napoleon Code of 1804. What are the principles? Or they are also called as objectives. Objectives of Napoleon Code. What are the objectives means? First thing, this code was exported to the regions under French control. So whatever the France has occupied the countries, all the countries they must follow this code of Napoleon or the rules of Napoleon. So that's why the other countries they are calling this as it is not calling as the rule of Napoleon, they are calling just as Napoleon Code. So here, which countries he has occupied? So in the Dutch. So in the Dutch Republic, in the Switzerland, in the Italy, Germany. So Napoleon simplified administrative divisions. In these countries, what he has made means under this Napoleon Code, under this, he made that there are some modifications are done in these places. Okay, they are called as administrative divisions. So he made divisions like this. So like so in our country we have the states, districts, mandals, villages like that. So like that here, he also divided total France, including occupied countries, and they must follow the same rule. That is called as the Napoleon Code. Next, he has abolished the feudal system and freed peasants from serfdom and memorial dues. What is the meaning for this man means? Feudal system nothing but so for every region there are some landlords. In our country in those days, like jamindars are there, jamindars and landlords are there. They are having lot of lakhs of acres of land. They are holding this much of lands, and under them there are some peasants are working. Some peasants they will take the land as a lease or rent, and some farmers they are working as a slaves. Okay, slaves are sometimes as a labor under these big jamindars. So we are calling this as jamindars in our country, but same like that here, feudal lords are there. They are called as feudal lords. Lords. Feudal lords nothing but so for every region or state in these regions which are occupied by France. So this feudal system was there. So that feudal system was completely abolished. Why means because feudal lords are exploiting the common people. Exploiting means what? What is the meaning for exploiting? Grabbing their work. So their work was completely exploited by these feudal lords. So that's why he has abolished this system, feudal system, and he has freed the peasants from serfdom. Serfdom means slavery. So he has removed many peasants from slavery, and also manorial dues. That means there will be some loans. taken by these farmers from the feudal lords. So those all is cleared, or that means they are relieved from these means loans. Okay, what are the loans taken by the farmers? So they are relieved from these loans. Okay, so these are the administrative policies followed by the Napoleon.
Sorry, explain again, sir.
Yes, see here, Napoleon Code. Napoleon Code is nothing but he has passed some laws, some rules. According to that, whatever the countries he has occupied, every country must follow the same kind of rules. Okay. So here Germany, Poland, okay, next other countries, Switzerland, so Dutch, so many other countries are there. They must follow the common rules which are kept by the Napoleon. Those rules are called as Napoleon Code. Under Napoleon Code, so there are some objectives are there. Objectives nothing but what are the rules. So first rule is, so first thing is, so separate administrative divisions are made. Administrative divisions means what? So ruling divisions. Example, in our country, we're having the states, okay, districts, mandals, like that. Like that, he has made some other divisions. They are called as administrative divisions. And the second thing is, he abolished the feudal system. Okay, so feudal system is nothing but, just now I said, there are many number of feudal lords are there. Okay, feudal lords. We are in our country, we are calling them as landlords. They are having lot of lakhs of acres of land. Okay, so in our country they are calling us landlords. Landlords means what? Bhuswamulu antaru. Okay, so these the same kind of system was there here in the France, and this system was abolished. He abolished all the landlords, feudal lords for every state, and he has kept his own administrative divisions. And then he also freed the peasants, because peasants are working under these feudal lords. Okay, so they are all relieved. Why they are working? Because of their debt. Debt means what? What is the meaning for debt? Debt is nothing but loans. Appu antam. So అప్పులో ఇరుక్కుపోయింటారు అన్నమాట ఫార్మర్స్ అందరూ. వాళ్ళందరినీ కూడా నెపోలియన్ చేసినాడు, రిలీజ్ చేసినాడు. Okay, he has relieved all the peasants from the serfdom and also the slavery. So they are working as a slaves. So a lot of development was taken by the Napoleon in these places. But of course, he is a dictator. Some principles are good by the Napoleon, but some principles are not good for the people. Okay, so that comes under Napoleon. Next, what are the other things are other objectives present in this Napoleon Code means? Are you following, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Napoleon Code, separate question is there. 804. These objectives. Objectives nothing but just some rules. So first thing is he abolished he has kept new administrations. Second thing is he has relieved the peasants from debts. And also other thing is he also relieved the peasants and farmers from serfdom. Serfdom means slavery. And next the other one is there are some trade guilds are there. So trade and communication system were improved. So he also improved the trade and communication system. Okay, so one country can trade with other country. Example here, Dutch country is there, here Germany was there. Both are controlled by Napoleon. So they can access their transport very easily. Actually, Germany will not allow the Dutch people, or Dutch people will not allow the Germans. But here, according to Napoleon, each other must allow each other. That is called as guilds. Guilds are abolished. They are called as trade guilds. Trade guilds are boundaries. So listen, this is very important. One question will come, right, about Napoleon Code 804. You have to write all these points. Now also here trade guilds, separate question. Trade guilds is nothing but one country will not allow other country to trade with them. But if you want to trade with them means they must pay some taxes. So if you are kept this tax means what will happen? The other countries will not come forward. But this was removed by Napoleon so that the trade will be done very easily and development will be very high. So like that, he has made some of the changes.
Sir,
And next one here,
sir,
yes.
sir, what is that, sir? Trade?
So it is trade guilds. So I'll write here. Trade GUILDS. Okay, trade guilds.
Sir.
Write about trade guilds. They may ask some question. Trade guilds is nothing but, so here guild is nothing but barriers. Okay, barriers. Barriers means what? Differences. Okay, differences will be
Okay, sir.
one country and other country there will be differences, but
Hey,
difference was abolished.
Hey,
Yes, boys. So don't talk, just listen. Okay, see here. Next one, other things are done under this Napoleon Code is peasants, artisans, workers, and new businessmen. So they are also, their position is increased. So how they are increased? Just we'll see this. So they enjoyed a new found freedom. So under Napoleon, new freedom was established, and some people, so almost the peasants, the artisans, they have enjoyed this freedom of this freedom under this Napoleon. Okay. Next, businessmen and small scale producers of goods in particular, so began to raise uniform laws, standard weights and measures. So the common weights are given for all the traders. And also common national currency. So single currency was issued among all the nations. Okay, and it would facilitate the movement of exchange of goods and capital from one region to another region. So definitely trade guilds are they definitely ask the Napoleon Code. Okay, just remember this one. So what are the developments taken by this means? He also began to make the common laws for all countries which are occupied by Napoleon. And also he reduced the weights and measures. Common weights and measures means what will happen? What is the meaning for that? So they are using the common standards among all the countries. Okay, common standards means what? Weights. We are telling that kg, kilogram, like that. So that will be common for all nations. Okay, which are controlled by Napoleon. So, and also here he has kept a common currency for all the countries. So these are the good things done by Napoleon. Okay, but what are the other problems? But what are the problems faced by people? Means, so there are some problems also. So here we can see this. However, in the area Stanford, so reactions of local populations to French rule was mixed. So here there are some countries are there. So initially many places such as the Holland, Switzerland, as well as the Brussels. So Brussels is the capital of which country? Yes, twice. So Brussels was there. Brussels is the capital of which country? Last year came Belgium. Okay, 9th class is there, no? Belgium, Sri Lanka, Belgium, like that. So
Yes, sir.
yes. So the capital of Belgium is Brussels. So this also occupied by the Napoleon. But in these places, the peoples are suffered under this Napoleon. And also here one place is there, Warsaw. Warsaw is the capital of which country? Poland. So Poland capital is Warsaw. Remember this one. Why means because they are these places are important for World War I and II. While studying this World War I and II, we must know this Warsaw. Okay, very important place. Next, other regions which are suffered under Napoleon is, so Mainz. So these are the other places. So Mainz is the capital of Poland. And for Switzerland, important city is Milan. Okay,
సార్ 2 minutes ఉంటే మీటింగ్ ఎండ్ అవుతుంది అని చూపిస్తుంది సార్.
okay, yes. Again, after outing this meeting, once again you join all people, okay? Don't forget that.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay, sir.
So here,
ఓకే సార్.
next see here. So this is about the administrative policies of Napoleon Code or Napoleon. Here, after that, what will happen means, see here. So here one picture is there. What is about this picture means? This is also very important. So if you see this picture, we can see here one plant is planted. Okay,
Yes, sir.
what is the meaning here means? The planting the tree of liberty. So Napoleon belongs to France. So France is going to occupy one by one country, that is including Germany, Poland, okay, Holland, Belgium, like that. When the Napoleon forces are invaded on this Germany, so what will happen means, see here, they are planting the, so indirectly they are occupying the country, but here the author is there. So the author name is, the artist name is G. Brucken. Okay, G. Brucken. He belongs to Germany. He has drawn this picture.